Havertz, chance. Look at him, 4. Right across. Finished by Ben White. Everything is going Arsenal's way.
Winning the game, so yeah, it's
lucky. He shinned it.
Oh, it was a privilege to watch a game with you two.
I'm glad I'm not with him Sunday, I'll tell you.
We will have to wait and see first, won't you?
Well, yeah, it's true.
Against Chelsea in this pivotal Premier League week that has begun with that 5-star show for the Gunners. 4 games on Wednesday, most notably the Merseyside derby. Liverpool have to try and match Arsenal and just keep winning their games, but that, of course, is a big game on Merseyside. Everton boosted by that win against Nottingham Forest on Sunday. Also Wolves, Bournemouth, Newcastle still very much in the European hunt are away at Palace. Manchester United welcome the bottom club Sheffield United, and then it is all eyes on the reigning champions trying to win 4 Premier Leagues in a row. Pep Guardiola's Manchester City go to Brighton on Thursday evening. So that is exactly what Arsenal wanted tonight. That was the target, up to 77 points, 4 clear of City, 3 clear of Liverpool. Liverpool will go back level on points with them on Wednesday if they beat Everton, but perhaps significantly as well, another extension of Arsenal's goal difference tonight with those 5. As you can see, they're 12 better than Manchester City and 13 ahead of Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool. Chelsea stay in 9th on 47 points. They do have 2 games in hand on West Ham above them. Much more from Glenn and from Wrighty to come, plus all the reaction. We'll talk to the main protagonists at the Emirates Stadium.
Congratulations, guys, on a 5-star performance in this amazing atmosphere at the Emirates. What worked so well for you out there tonight?
I think the early goal helped us a lot as well, and after that I think we played so well. We had a lot of chances, and today we turned them to goals, and it's a great night for us.
Ben, you guys turned it up a gear in the second half. Both of your goals came, particularly for your first one. How important was the timing of that in the game, just to get that cushion at that point?
Yeah, we know we can score goals, and today it was a quick game, and it was so fast. So it was important to put the ball away when we had the chance.
Well, you don't score many, Ben. Tonight you got 2. The second one, did you mean it?
I don't know. Let everyone else decide.
Take the credit. He meant that. It's a goal. Doesn't matter.
A goal's a goal, isn't it? In terms of the clean sheets again tonight, this team constantly getting clean sheets this season, 21 in all competitions now. How proud are you playing in this team with such a solid defence with Ben in it and the rest of them?
Yeah, it's amazing. They said clean sheets help you win games, and that's what it is. We know if we score the goal that a lot of times, we can win by 1-0, but obviously we want to go for more. And today is the perfect night where we score loads of goals, and it's credit to everyone, because I think everyone works so hard defensively, attackers, midfielders, and we are just one team, and you can see that on and off the pitch, so I'm really happy to be here.
Does that just prove, Ben, the mentality in this team as well?
Yeah, it's not just the defence, it's keeping the clean sheets. It's, the wingers are working so hard, tracking back, and it's so important for us. If our opposition doesn't score, then we've got a chance of winning the game, so it's amazing.
It's going right when your right back scores 2, right?
Yeah.
As you described, one off his shin.
But like Ben White's performance tonight, in a game where we know how well he can get round Saka, because Cucurella causes him so much problems in respect of the marking. So to see him get on the score sheet but do what he does on a weekly basis, getting round that winger, is getting round Saka is brilliant, and good luck to him tonight. He deserved his luck with a goal as well.
Let's speak to our good friend who played in that position sometimes for Arsenal, who's been watching at the Emirates Stadium, Kolo Toure. Come on then, Kolo, do you ever score any like that from right back?
No, I don't think so. I wish, but no, unfortunately.
How impressed were you with that second half performance in particular?
Yeah, very, very impressed with his second half of Arsenal. I think in the first half they should have been 2 up, in my opinion, and then I think in the second half they really played the way they should, and they create chances and they capitalized the chances, which was very, very important. You could see that Chelsea were dangerous on the break, especially in the first half. But I think overall Arsenal dominate all this game. Arsenal deserve the win, and this is brilliant from this team, because I think that they deserve what they're doing right now. They play fantastic football tonight, and as a fan there, I was really delighted to see how they perform and how they control that game.
Yeah, they went for the throat, ruthless tonight.
Absolutely, absolutely. They were ruthless. And they create a lot of chances, and they score them. You know, the first goal was brilliant. I think, and second goal as well. You know, you can see here, Wright, perfect, he scored. And Havertz was on fire. He played really, really well and scored a 2 brilliant goals. He deserved, because he's a hard worker. He worked really hard for the team, and I think he was really, really good tonight, definitely.
And again, they're sharing the goals around, Colo, aren't they?
Pardon?
They're sharing the goals around.
Absolutely. And before the game, we were talking, and I was talking to one of journalists there. They asked me about Saka. They said the Saka need to score more goals now. I said to her that it's very important that this is the moment that, you know, you don't want to count only on your best players. You need to have the players around your best player to perform, and that's what Arsenal did. Saka today, you could say around your best player to perform, and that's what Arsenal did. Saka today, you could see that he was well marked by Cucurella, and Ben White did what he needed to do, which was to do the overlaps, and he scored his second goal, and that was really, really important for Arsenal to have players around those top players to perform.
Now, we know it's not in Arsenal's hands, but all they can do is their job. They've done it emphatically tonight with 4 left to go. If you're in that dressing room, what, even scoring 5 against Chelsea, their biggest ever win in this Premier League fixture against them, what would that do to the dressing room at this critical stage? I
think that showed the strength of this team. This is a team that have fantastic players. This is a team that play with a lot of energy. This is a team that can beat any team. And I think that the Aston Villa was one of the game that they didn't perform bad. They didn't play bad, but I think they haven't managed to score the occasion that they created. But I think tonight they were really clinical. Everybody was very focused. They played with high intensity, and they scored those goals who make the difference. Credit to the gaffer again. He's doing a brilliant job, and yeah, I hope that they keep going and doing what they're doing right now.
And that's all they can do is put some sort of pressure on your other former club, Manchester City, who
Absolutely.
Now play on Thursday.
Absolutely. I think tonight was huge for Arsenal, because when you play first and you win your games, the other team that is in competition with you are under pressure, because they have to perform. Now Arsenal have 4 points on Man City and 3 points on Liverpool, and I think that this is huge psychologically for Arsenal, and psychologically for Liverpool and Man City. They can see the pressure. Of course, City are used to that kind of situation, and we know that they can beat any team in that moment of the year. That's where they are really, really strong, clinical. They don't give any chance. But I think Arsenal done their job, and now they can look what will happen with the other 2 contenders.
Absolutely. The good news is, on May the 19th, Colo, I can still say to you, your former club won the Premier League title. You've got all bases covered, haven't you, with the top 3, so you're all right.
Absolutely. I'm lucky.
You're more than lucky, my friend. Well done. Nice to see you again. Thank you very much, Colo.
Thank you very much, guys. Nice to talk to you.
That's Colo Touré. Arsenal lead Chelsea by 1-0. Chelsea have had more possession, though, at the Emirates, but Maurizio Pochettino's side, as you can see, yet to have an effort on target. 13 shots from Arsenal in that first half. And crucially, after 4 minutes, one found its way into the back of the net from Leandro Trossard, and that is the difference. And that's a reward for a really fast Arsenal start, right?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, how do you expect him to start? It's a really well constructed. Kai Havertz comes off well. One touch there from Thomas Partey, and then this is where he wants Declan Rice. This is why Thomas Partey's in the team, to release Declan Rice, and that's just power through the keeper. It's just power.
It's just a lovely little point. Havertz gets himself in between the two defenders and comes off, and it looks so simple. And there, Rice, I love Rice in that position. That reminds me of Vieira, the way Vieira used to drive forward. But Trossard there, he goes for power in, but when you go for power, it's about hitting the target.
Absolutely, Gaffer.
And that's
because that's what can happen. You know, the goalkeeper's got to move his feet. He's going to try and get his feet to it, but it's all about the power and hitting it clean through the keeper. And if it doesn't go through him, it can go down by the side of his foot.
Andy felt the goalkeeper was at fault. What did you think?
Well, I think when you see it in slow motion and whatever, you might say, "Oh well, might got." But you know what? The distance was really far. He's really hit that with power. Sometimes it hits your foot as a keeper and it goes off, and everyone goes, "Well done." You know, it goes for a corner. This time it's hit his shin and just shot off his shin. I don't think he technically could have done much more. Really.
Okay. Of those 13 Arsenal attempts, a couple of areas when Kai Havertz, you feel could have done better.
Yeah, just made some different choices. I think when you look at this one here, you know, I feel like maybe could slot that maybe in the side. I don't know. Maybe because I'm right-footed, I come straight in, maybe slot it down there, try and hit it through his legs. You can maybe go through there, but he doesn't look like he's ready to shoot there. But I don't think that pass was on. I think it was too close. Everything was getting too close. This one again is. I think with this one, he should square that one. Get the 2-0, everybody could calm down. Because if I'm going to be totally honest, they look a little bit tired. For me, that it just looked a little bit tired. And I feel like it's not every chance, Gaffer, you have to make a chance and try and attack Chelsea. Keep the ball. They played a lot of football the other day.
Two wonderful saves, I've got to say, from Petrovic. Really were. The one down his side and the left was fantastic.
Yeah.
That one was reactional. But I think because Havertz messed up the first one, that was in his mind. That's why he's gone, I'm shooting. Yeah. He got them the wrong way round, let's be fair. Yeah. And he should have been sliding Trossard in.
We need to have a look at a challenge from Nicholas Jackson that actually wasn't even a free kick.
Unbelievable.
In the game. What was your interpretation of this on Tomiyasu?
As soon as you saw it, when you see that, and people say, when you see it in slow motion, it doesn't make any difference. You know that there's a problem. The ball's gone. I'm not talking about intent. The ball's gone, and then you look, bang. That is probably a red for me. Look, he's over the ball. You know, he's endangering the opponent. I don't know what's that. I can't understand, Steve, why that's not given. Is it because he didn't give him a yellow, so you can't look back at it?
So it wasn't given on field. VAR checked it, and we think their interpretation was a yellow card, and obviously they can't get involved in yellow cards.
Wow. At least a yellow card.
But if they thought it was a red, then they can get involved.
Bordering on red.
Peter Banks in VAR.
So how is that not... Look at it, look. Look at that, look.
Yeah.
Is that not dangerous play?
Well, I think, again, I don't know, the referee's got to have a look at that again, in some way, shape or form.
But VAR didn't tell him to, so...
Well, that's the problem then. Someone's got to be strong enough to say, that's a dangerous tackle, that is.
Talking of dangerous, Chelsea have had opportunities in front of the Arsenal goal, Glenn.
I think Maurizio will be well pleased in a way that it's only 1-0. They've had so many balls that have flashed across the box. This is great pace. This is what I said earlier, Steve, about him playing out wide left. Possibly. I don't think he's a centre forward. But look at the pace he's got. He's got in behind. A little bit unfortunate that he hasn't got a goal there. But Chelsea have got themselves forward with bodies at the right time. They do look a threat, and at 1-0, Arsenal need the second goal. There's no doubt about it. But this is why I don't think he's a centre forward. Yeah. Ian, take over.
Gaffer, honestly, I can't explain why he's taking it. Why his hand's going up there? Why he's not looking? I think there. When you look at that again, if we could see that again, I think he thinks he might get kicked in the face.
I think it will.
Really?
I think that's the only way. That's the only way I can actually fathom why he's not just looking at that ball to head it in the net. I think he thinks he's going to get kicked in the face. He's protected himself.
That's what we're saying. A proper centre forward,
you get kicked in the face.
If there's a goal on the end of it, he'd have done it.
Yeah, you get kicked in the face.
You get kicked, you get whatever.
It's brilliant as well, because then you can go down after you've scored. Everybody's cheering you, and then you can go, I've been kicked in the face, and when you get up, you get this massive applause.
And it never once ruined your good looks, right? That was the main thing. Arsenal.
Ferdinand, Martin Keown and Joe Cole watching with me. And Rio, it was the perfect start for the Gunners
ahead inside 4 minutes.
Yeah, listen, any team but you, when you're going for the title, you want to get your feet under the table very early and get a goal, get the advantage, and they've done that. They were aggressive in the first opening phases of the game. Really nice ball into the front man. But there you see Declan Rice takes up position there. He says to the young fullback, "Were you going to come in with me or are you going to stay wide?" They don't come out of Declan, and he does what all experienced midfielders can do: go in and drive, commit, and then lays it off. It's a wonderful finish. I didn't agree with the guys in commentary. I thought the goalkeeper couldn't do much there. It's too quick.
Yeah, I mean, look, young defender. We know it's his first start in a Chelsea shirt there. He gets turned inside out there, and then look, a lot of power, strength on that ball. I'm never happy with my goalkeeper letting it into the near post, but nonetheless, the speed it comes at him, I don't think he can react there.
Do you know what? That first 10 minutes of Chelsea's season, they played themselves back into the game. They made chances, but I think it comes. Havertz comes off. Badashili has got to go with him and set the tone early on in the game. You must be thinking all week, I'm playing against Havertz, I'm going to go on, I'm going to stop. And the first 5 minutes, he's let him stroll into midfield, and it was so passive. And then poor Gilchrist, he's got his work cut, and he got Declan Rice running at him and Trossard on the outside. So it was just spells in the game that cost Chelsea in that half.
Yeah, they did settle into it. It was Nicholas Jackson, guys, though, lucky to certainly not get a yellow card and then to perhaps not be sent off for that challenge on Tomiyasu.
We all couldn't believe that it wasn't even looked at by VAR. We couldn't believe we've seen so many instances this season as bad, if not even anywhere as bad as this. And you think to yourself, wow, they've been sent off and they definitely looked at it. This was a reckless challenge, I thought.
It was checked and cleared by VAR, so it was looked
I'd love them to come and explain that to me, please.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's stunning. I think we saw Arteta get booked later in the game. I think maybe he was complaining Trossard was booked, and we see that, and he hasn't even been booked for it. It's incredible.
Well, we don't know that they didn't think it was a yellow card because they can't recommend and intervene for a yellow card, but certainly didn't.
But that's where the rule change needs to happen then, because you can't say that that's okay. That's reckless.
But what's the referee doing?
He was frustrated at this time of the game. This is the first 10 minutes. This is where the referees have to have an understanding of the football. Chelsea had a terrible start. They're losing. Jackson's not in it. They need
Title hopefuls Arsenal have moved 3 points clear at the top of the Premier League table after putting London rivals Chelsea to the sword 5-0 at the Emirates Stadium on Tuesday night. Leandro Trossard scored his second goal in the space of just 3 days to put the Gunners into a fourth-minute lead, and although both sides had their fair share of chances in a lively, end-to-end first half, Mikel Arteta's men entered the interval with a slender lead. However, Chelsea, who thrashed Everton 6-0 in their last top-flight fixture, were blown away after the break, and Arsenal duo Kai Havertz and Ben White both netted doubles to help the hosts claim their biggest ever win over the Blues since a 5-1 success back in 1930. Victory for the Gunners has seen them snap a 2-match winless run at the Emirates and move 3 points clear of second-placed Liverpool at the Premier League summit, although the Reds have a game in hand, while reigning champions Manchester City, who sit 4 points further back in third, boast 2 games in hand. As for Chelsea, who lost the reverse fixture 3-1 at Stamford Bridge earlier this season, they have lost consecutive games against Arsenal for the first time since a run of 3 defeats between 2001 and 2003, and have also seen their 8-game unbeaten run in the Premier League come to an end. Mauricio Pochettino's side have now lost 11 Premier League games this season, and they remain down in 9th spot, sitting 3 points behind both 6th-placed Newcastle United and 7th-placed Manchester United, who are both in action on Wednesday night.